had them go through everything, MRIs, X-rays, the whole 9 yards. And they said, yeah, that's something we can take care of. So I'm going to come up on the 11th, go over to St. Francis. They're going to do the surgery there, and then they said because of my age, that they would want me to stay at least one night in the hospital, and then just for observation. Then we'll go to our daughters there in Gate City for probably 2 or 3 days before, depending on how I feel, before I'm going to trip back to here. Okay. Well, you said the St. Francis. I thought they did all their surgery in the orthopedic place there. Did all the surgery at the doctor. Okay.
Good evening, all.
Higher than they absolutely had to, so it's not the easiest thing to get to take apart.
Yeah, what kind of car is it?
To Subaru.
Oh boy. Well, I feel sorry for you.
Well, you know, really, by and large, it's been pretty good. It does its thing, and you know, wish it had a heavier flywheel or a little more torque when you went to pull out with it, because it's easy to kill it on a hill. But other than that,
well, I guess you can look at it this way. It's made it this many years, so that's a good thing. It's paid for itself.
well, yeah, and we bought it from the family used, so we didn't pay a whole lot for it either.
Well, that's a good thing. You gonna stick around for the net, or are you in and out?
Well, we may be around, but it'd probably be easier for you to check us in early. Hang on 1 second. Say hello. Hello. And so we're both around, and if our fingers aren't greasy, we may say something after a bit. Thanks, though, Sean. KB4MO and KX4MO.
All right, Patrick and Terry, I got both of you in there, and I got you both checked out. And, yeah, thanks for jumping in there early.
Well, we're a little bit early. That'll be starting at 8 o'clock.
KB0RJ.
And your net control will be K0MAD, Sean. If
You're sounding good, Rich. You on the 52?
Roger, Roger. It's not displaying right, but it seems to be working okay.
If you're in the vicinity of Freshnat, and you can get in, you got D-Star capabilities, 44.150 with a plus offset of 5.
Okay, I'll keep it keyed a little bit longer. I did download the app for it today.
Oh, sorry about that. I should listen to the repeater. But you can get into the repeater. Yeah, it's 444.150 with an offset, plus offset of 5. If you can't get into the repeater in 5-stat, reflector 59 alpha. Or you can get into the gateway of W0OAR Bravo.
I'll probably mess with it some more tomorrow. The book is kind of big. I'll see if I can't pull up a YouTube video on it.
That'll start here in about 5 minutes.
So far as programming memories, I've got look on my YouTube channel, I've got a pretty good one for programming.
Like I said, the snap will start here in about 5 minutes.
I'll look up your YouTube video and see about programming it then. Okay, I'll stand by for the next. KD0RK.
This is the OARS D-Star Monday Night D-Star Net. More than welcome to join. Jump in the chat if you're on the live stream. And we'll get you checked in that way if you don't have D-Star capabilities. But like I said, you can either join us through Reflector 59 Alpha or the gateway of W0OAR Bravo, or if you're in the vicinity to where you can hit the Fry-Stat repeater in Fry-Stat, Missouri, down here in the southwest corner of Missouri, it is 444.150 with a plus offset of 5. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the stream. We'll take a standby here and wait for the net to start. In about 3 minutes.
4.150, positive offset, D-star mode obviously, PV mode. Also, we're on reflector 59 alpha for those that want to get in remotely. We do thank the admins of reflector 59 alpha for letting us use it. And my name is Sean. My call sign is K0MAD. While it's not emergency net, if anyone has any emergency traffic at any time, call a break. Does anyone have any emergency traffic at this time? Please call now. Alright, hearing none, we'll move on with announcements. We'll be using net logger for check-ins on this net. Anyone who wishes to can check in early by monitoring the OARS net there. The OARS December meeting is going to be at the Verona Baptist Church in Verona, Missouri, 115 South 1st Street in Verona, Missouri. We're going to have our Christmas party there, and we're voting in officers. 5 p.m. is when we eat. So if you want to come in a little early, and then after 5 p.m. will be the meeting at about 6 or so. Also, 1 p.m. before the meeting, we're going to have a fox hunt, and we'll all be meeting at the Walmart in Aurora, Missouri in the parking lot, on the west side of the parking lot, closest to the gas station. And we're going to be doing a single transmitter, fox hunt, high-powered transmitter, 65 watts. So anybody want to join us there, they're more than welcome. No club affiliation, no entry fees or anything like that. We've got some spare radios and antennas. And it looks like Dave, K6GAE, is live streaming the net on his YouTube channel, The Hillbilly Ham. So just look up K6GAE, The Hillbilly Ham, on YouTube if you want to see how you sound on the radio or miss part of the net. The OARS Club has 3 regular nets. The D-Star net, the 2-meter Tuesday net, night net, if I can get that out, at 7 p.m. on 146.970. And the Simplex Center every Thursday at 8 p.m. on 146.460. Do we have any announcements of interest to amateur radio? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. How about any short time or mobile check-ins? All right, nothing there. We'll move to the top of the list, which is Dave. That's running the live stream. K6GAE, go right ahead.
Okay, K0MAD and the rest of the net. This is K6GAE. Good evening, Sean. Everybody else on the net. Wished I'd have planned it better, so I could only have to work 3 days this week, but got to work 4 because I got to work Friday. Other than that, looking forward to my youngest daughter's coming down for Thanksgiving. So looking forward to seeing her and her husband. We'll actually be cooking a meal here at home instead of going out to dinner like we have for the last few years. Other than that, that's about all we got. Thanks for running the net tonight, Sean. We'll pass it back to net control. K6GAE, back to net control.
Sorry, Dave, were you on the repeater or are you coming in through the gateway?
Should be coming in through the repeater.
Okay, I was just going to ask you if you heard Rich in there earlier, but if you're on the repeater, you would have heard him anyway. All right. Oh boy, we got a new one here. Jimmy, K0DEGB in Springfield on a 7100, no less.
Yeah, this is Jim. Well, I didn't do much today. It's too cold. Stayed in and slept a lot. Other than that, nothing's going on here today, Sean.
Well, that's good, Jimmy. Well, you're making it in. You know, once you get that thing in the car, you won't be able to do that anymore. You're gonna have to get something else to get on D-Star.
Oh, I could always bring it back in the house, Sean. If it's sitting out there by itself, it's gotta get some use.
Yeah, that's right. Well, sounding good, Jimmy. Glad we were able to figure out that antenna mount on the trunk there. That's going to work out. Looks like just fine. Anyway, thanks for checking in, Jimmy. Good to hear you on the D-Star net. And we'll say 732, we'll move down to KB0RHA, Rich.
Hey, everybody, you're hearing my HT. I'm listening to see.
Hello, Sean, and everybody on the net. Thanks for doing the net. I'm on a new toy that it came today. It should have been here last week, but it finally came today. Anyway, I've been playing with the programming. The radio itself isn't reading correctly, but the app that I downloaded for it is. So I'm still going to play around with it to make it work the way it's supposed to. But anyway, that's about all I've been doing is playing radio all day with new toys. Anyway, back to net control. 7-3, everybody. KB0RHA.
All right, Rich. Yeah, Dave said you're not coming through the reflectors. Yeah, you got something that's not quite jiving with it, but you're coming through the repeater, all right. That's how new toys go, but it sounds good. Sounds really, really good. I don't know that I've heard a bad sounding 52 yet, so thanks for checking in, and yeah, you'll have fun playing with that thing. And we'll move down to Harold K0SQS.
Yep, KE0MAD and the rest of the net, K0SQS. Thanks for running the net, Sean. Almost 60 degrees this morning when I got up at 6 o'clock. And by the time I headed to work at 7, it was down to like 44. So it was a pretty stout cold front that came through. Dry, but noticeable with the temperature drop. Patrick is still listening. I've got one of those antique cars, but I don't have a 24-pin connector in the door. I've got a handle on the outside with a little round spinner thing on the end of it, and you crank that counterclockwise and the window goes down, then you crank it clockwise and the window goes back up. Works pretty good most of the time. Anyway, back to you, Sean. K0SQS.
Window on a station wagon. All right, well, let's see. We've got KJ5HNC. Looks like John out of New Mexico. Go right ahead for your check-in. Oh, we have one more call. KJ5HNC. John, looks like out of New Mexico. Go ahead. All right, now from there we'll move down to Dennis, W0HL. How you doing, Dennis?
KE0MAD, the group, and W0HO. Good evening, Sean, everyone else. Hey, I'm just hunkering down inside the house, staying warm. I've been playing, neighbor and I have been playing a little bit with some P25, just simplex and stuff, doing that. But good seeing you yesterday. I hope everything worked that you got stuff. But that's it. Got the grandson here and head back to Springfield, take him back Wednesday, and then the rest of the week should be pretty quiet. Did see a couple snowflakes today, but that was about it. So it is that time of the year. Thanks for doing the net. W0HL.
Yeah, I don't like that four-letter word, Dennis. It's not in my profession anyway. I used to in a previous profession when I owned my own record business. And that snow word was like Christmas morning every time it snowed. Now that I'm in the chicken hauling business, it's the worst thing I could hear. Anyway, yeah, thanks for running those by yesterday, and yeah, I think those are going to work just fine. Like I said, we can use them as spare radios for people who don't have one to do these fox hunts, or use them as foxes. They'll work either way. Anyway, thanks, Dennis, for checking in. And looks like we have a K6KJV. Looks like Kevin out of California. Go ahead for your check-in. All right, one more try for K6KJV. All right, nothing heard. We'll move down to, oh, we're at the bottom of the list. If I can move down to anybody, we'll take over the air check-ins. This is K0MAD, looking for a further check-in. KE0LTG. All right, we got Lawrence KE0LTG. Anybody else? Hope it don't sound like it. All right, Lawrence, go right in. How you doing this evening?
Well, doing pretty good. Talked to my brother a little bit on the phone over in Kentucky. He's been doing several meetings. I've been indoors more with all the cold weather. Finished a jigsaw puzzle today, and of course it was mostly done anyway. And did some reading on boats. I've been reading about sailing, and apparently the anchor is a pretty good piece of equipment when the wind stops, so I guess I hadn't really thought about the anchor being all that important, but if you're drifting and don't want to drift, you better hope you got a good anchor and enough rope to put it down. Anyway, all in all, I guess I'm doing pretty good. I've been doing a little bit of extra work over at the Heritage Harmony House, things like that this week, but shouldn't complain. Things is going okay. Just wanted to say hi to the group, 73 to all, and hope some of you have some good plans for the indoors when the weather's cold. KE0LTG, clear.
Yeah, I got quite a few things going on in the house, so that's a good thing for me anyway. All right, Lawrence, thanks for checking in tonight. It was good hearing from you. And we're at the bottom of the list once again. This is K0MAD in Aurora, Missouri. And we're calling for further check-ins on the OARS D-Star net. This is K0MAD. Please call for further check-ins. All right, I heard Bob in there on reverse, KA0RM. Just give it a second to drop. You're in there.
Okie dokie. Yeah, you probably stick your head out the window and hear me there, but anyway. I know anything else going on here. Made some cinnamon rolls a while ago because I eating one of them. Well, it's pretty good and getting hot. About all I know there. Well, like I said, you got back in time for the net, I guess. I just got in here, so. We'll catch you later. Like I said, it's going to get colder yet, I think. Well, it looks anyway. Sunday night, I think it's looking in the teens. Sunday morning, so it's going to really be cold. Catch you later. Okay, A0RM, Aurora.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's going to be cold. I've seen that. Yeah, it's amazing how it was so warm, and boom, bottom just dropped out. That's how it goes. All right, Bob, 7-3, thanks for checking in. We're at the bottom list once again, looking for further check-ins for the net. Please call now.
This is K0MAD calling for check-ins on the net. Alright, well, we'll give it one last call and we'll close the net. This is K0MAD looking for any further check-ins. Alright, that's heard. We had 10 check-ins, including myself. We had a couple in there that joined us on the net logger, but never heard them, so it must have been a mistake there, but that's alright. I hope everybody has a warm week. Stay warm. It's going to be a cold week. And we'll catch up with you guys next week on Monday at 8 p.m. This is K0MAD, letting the frequency and the reflector go back to normal average use.
Alright, everybody. The ones that stopped by, appreciate you stopping by KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham, where ham radio comes to life. And I'm Dave. Hope you enjoyed the net tonight. OARS does have a net tomorrow night on 146.970 on their analog repeater. And then on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, Sean does a simplex net on 2 meters on 146.460. So you're welcome to join any of those nets. So we're going to say 73 all. Hopefully everybody has a great Thanksgiving. If don't do anything before Thanksgiving on the streams, on the channel, hopefully you guys will have a great holiday. We'll say 73 all. And thanks for stopping by.